Welcome into the CBS Sports College Basketball Channel. I'm your host, Adam Finkelstein, and we have yet another exciting live commitment for you on tap here today on the channel. Let's take a look at Trent Perry. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is one of my favorite players in the country because he is the mature player who understands that there are more ways to help you win games than just scoring points. Let's take a look at the profile. He's a top 120 prospect in the country after returning to the national rankings, follow the EYBL season, one of the best 40 wings in the country, and he is one of the very best in the state of Missouri. You see it there, 6'5", 190 pounds, but what you don't see is the incredible length. And as I said, this is a player who understands how to impact winning without needing to be an offensive focal point. That's something that most high school stars really struggle to adapt to when they get to college, but Perry is mature beyond his years. Now, when he get points, he does it by this. He gets downhill. He gets out in transition. He gets on the offensive glass, or he's a great cutter without the basketball. I love the way he goes through the lanes with long strides. He's a terrific defender and infuses constant energy onto the game. He's down to 3 finalists. It is between the Kansas Wildcats, the Maryland Terrapins, or the TCU Horned Frogs. So without further ado, we are going to go out to Link Academy to welcome in Trent Perry to today's broadcast. What's up, Trent? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, before we get started here, Trent, I want to ask you about this mature mentality, because there's so many players who think they have to go out and get 20 every night in order to make a name for themselves. You've really figured out that it's about winning. It's about figuring out different ways to help your team win. And I think that's going to be such a big help to you when you go on to the college level. So where did that maturity in your game come from?
I would just say it just came from just the great environment that I had growing up, and just watching college games, seeing all the players that score 20. I just figured out like each team kind of has their 1-2 guys that score 20, and then you got to just find a way to get on the court. So if that's rebounding or just playing or just making that extra hustle play. So I'm just kind of that guy that figures out what he needs to do to get on the court to play with those guys.
And well, let's be clear. I think you are one of those guys. I think you could get 20 if you wanted to, but you have the maturity to impact the game in other ways. Obviously, you helped Link Academy to that EYBL Scholastic Championship last year. We see you are in the gym at Link. Why don't you introduce us to the people who are sharing this special day with you?
Yeah. All right, I'll start to my right. I got my coach from kind of since maybe I was 4 years old, Coach Joshua Green. He kind of showed me the way early and just helped me just get into basketball and really find like my defensive love and everything like that. And then this is my twin sister, Camille. She's been there with me since the womb. So that's my twin. And then my mom and my dad, they parents helped me, just loved me, raised me, and just allowed me to grow as a person. And then Coach Chad, my Link coach, really helped me come in last year and just show me kind of how the next level would be and just keep me competitive. And then here are my teammates from Link, the guys that push me every single day and make me better.
All right, very cool. Now, Trent, you talked a little bit about your history in the game. The first time I ever saw you play was at a Nike Elite 100 camp when you were just an underclassman. So you've been through this since you were younger. You know the process. You've been doing this for years. As you're on commitment day now and you look back at this long path behind you, what's it like to be sitting at that table right now?
I would just say I'm really just thankful to God and just all the people that are here supporting me, people watching at home, because I wouldn't be able to do anything without them. And then I would just say also just proud of myself because, all the years, all the hard work, it really paid off. And this is a big moment for me. So I'm really just proud and thankful for this moment.
Well, it definitely is a big moment. And before you make this final announcement, I want to give you a chance to thank anyone you want to recognize, and then we'll get to the moment at hand.
Yeah, well, I thank everyone here. Obviously, I explained I'm really thankful for them, and then obviously very thankful to God because, I wouldn't be here without him and all his blessings. And then just a shout out to Coach Matt Souther, Jake Hedrick, all those people that kind of helped me get used to this Missouri. Coach Donye really get used to the Missouri, and just Link and Mocan, all those guys. And then my shooting coach from home, Coach Jerome, he really helped me just kind of lock in and really stay focused in the gym. And a few other guys, they know who they are, and I'm just thankful for all the people that have helped me get to this moment.
All right, Trent. Well, the moment is here. Where are you going to
Yeah,
be playing your college basketball?
yeah, yeah. After a long decision, long talks with my family, and just praying to God, I think I'll be taking my decision to the University of Kansas.
All right. Trent Perry is headed to a blue blood. Trent,
Yes,
what was
sir.
it about the Jayhawks that made them the place for you?
I would just say just Coach Self and all the his great just resume of all the players that came through that he's got to the NBA and his just winning record. And there's just a few players personally that I've talked to that kind of I feel like were in my situation as just kind of low rated guys that just will do anything it takes to win. So I feel like that development at that school can kind of help me get to the next level, which is the NBA, which is what I'm hoping to get to.
All right, now, Trent, I don't want to spoil this, but I have a story right now on 247sports.com about that very point. You remind me so much of guys who have gone to Kansas, maybe weren't like the celebrated five-star recruits, but thrived
Mhm.
under Bill Self. I think you fit that mold to a T. I want you to tell Jayhawk fans who are watching this right now, what are they getting when Trent Perry arrives in town?
I would just say just be excited. They're going to get a player they'll do anything it takes to win, dive on the floor, even if that's on the court or on the bench, just cheering, bringing energy to my teammates, and just energizer and an electric guy ready to get on the floor.
Well, Trent, I want to give you a chance to go celebrate with your teammates, with your family. You've certainly earned this. Trent Perry from Mocan Elite and Link Academy, he's committed to Kansas. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing it with us here at CBS Sports.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Obviously, another piece of important news for Kansas coming on the heels of the commitment this weekend. Taylon Kinney commits to the Jayhawks. Now Trent Perry, two important pieces. Let's talk about what they're getting in Trent Perry. And as I said, this is a player who reminds me of some of the overachievers who've committed to Kansas in the past and gone on to exceed other people's expectations. First and foremost, Trent Perry is extremely long and he's very strong. This is someone who covers the court extremely well, gets his hands on a ton of balls, can turn offense into defense, and infuses constant energy onto the game. You see it right there, turning defense into offense. The other thing about him is he does not need a certain amount of touches or shots in order to be most effective. So he's able to come in, embrace his role, and make an impact from day one. He helped lead Link Academy to an EYBL Scholastic Championship last year as a junior. And obviously, they have big ambitions this year in his senior season. At a place like Kansas, where they get top-tier talent, finding players who are masters of their role is a huge part of roster construction. And that's one reason why I think Trent Perry is going to go down as a much more important recruit for the Jayhawks than maybe some people realize today. For a lot more on this coverage, you're going to want to head over to 247sports.com. Use the promo code COMMIT65. You'll have 65% off your annual VIP memberships. And right now, you can find much more on Trent Perry's commitment to the Kansas Jayhawks.